Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to Anno 2205, episode 10. So, last episode, we were talking about how we're going to start the lunar colony and as well as continue expanding the tundra map. What I was thinking of doing is what we're going to do with this episode as well is that I really want to buy the new map. So we do have 704,000 credits. So I'm going to see if there's anything that I can do to gain more credits this episode.
The time has been assigned to leave you free to take care of.
All right, so we can find 2 crates for 3,500, which is good.
You came to the right place.
We can also sell everything that we have.
Stuff.
Now we're at 711,000, which is pretty sweet. So I think, okay, so let's go to this guy. So we have to find crates on any island. All right, so it's nothing specific. So there's one. And there's 2.
Thank you.
Easy.
Everybody will profit from that.
Beautiful. Okay, that's exactly what we need. So let's see what this guy wants.
This will be our final offensive.
No, thank you. Anyways, we have more than enough graphene, so everything is doing very, very well. So I don't think I'm going to upgrade. Actually, you know what? We can upgrade some more. Ooh, wait. I think these guys need... Okay, they do need rejuvenators and neural implants, but... Okay, I don't want to touch them too much because then it's going to affect executives, which they bring in a lot of cash. All right, so in the meantime, we'll just let the game load. I'm going to go back to the tundra. All right, so now we should have more than enough to start the pump here to drain this swamp. So let's go ahead and start the construction of this. All right, so it's going to take roughly 5 minutes to finish the construction here. So let's collect some more of these materials here or whatever it's going to give us. Okay, this is nice. Now we can continue expanding.
Unfulfilled demand for specific consumer products.
Which I think this is what I'm going to do. All right, so this is looking good. Let's go ahead and pop some of these guys here. Bingo. All right, so sadly, you know, some of these animals are going to be leaving the bison, but that's okay. They have more than enough land to roam around. We're also clearing up some of the swamp. All right, so 4 minutes, that's what we're looking at. Time. Let me see. Temperate, Arctic. Okay, so it's really the canned fish that we're having an issue with. All right, so to advance into the next stage for those colonists, we are going to need more of these neural implants. And we're also going to need more canned fishery. So let's look at how much does it cost to roughly run this whole thing. 125 to run the whole thing, which is pretty good. How about this? 80 to run this whole thing, which is pretty much it's not that expensive. Energy maintenance. And then this is workforce maintenance. All right, so do we have anything close by? No, we don't. So we're going to expand the fishery here. And now we need workers. Okay, so I can't even pause that, which is strange. But that's because it's not connected. So we definitely need to increase the scientists that we have here. So let's do that. We can add you there. Okay, so these guys just need more people. Where can we add more? So it's probably going to have to be on the left hand. Can I expand this? I can. So let me move this guy over here. Expand this guy. Oh my god, so we can continue expanding them. Okay, we're just going to continue building. Yeah, we're just going to start a new colony in this area, I guess. And then we're going to figure out how exactly we're going to be planning this. Okay, let's just add a road here. Let's move this guy over.
Inefficient. Cause missing goods.
And then this should be able to fit. Okay, let's move this guy over so that it can fit.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
I don't know if we're going to be able to fit any more people here. Okay, this should be enough. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we're going to add 1, 2. We'll block that off. And then we'll add a community center here. 1,000. Well, this should increase the amount of money we're going to be making real soon, so... Okay, I don't know how much expansion this thing takes on, but let me double check if we can fit at least one more. We cannot, so...
A CEO such as yourself should show their presence on the world markets every now and again.
Alright, well, we'll come to you at some other point. Alright, so at least this satisfies this area.
Energy shortage.
Let me double check. Okay, so we can't expand this. So what I can do is add a road across here. At least this could help alleviate some of the community center that we're going to need for these people to come and visit. I'm going to bring this down. Oh, that's right. We're going to... Okay, at least leave it like that. Okay, now I have to connect this, and I also need more energy. So we're going to have to put this guy over here, sadly. And I'm just gonna run a road straight to this guy. I don't want to spend too much money. This guy's already at 600. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a little pricey. Credit and maintenance. Okay, well, we're still pretty close to 800k, so we're doing good. So now let's connect this guy. Now the question is how am I going to do this exactly? What we can do is just go straight ahead like that. This should be enough. And now these guys are gonna need more logistics, obviously. All right, should satisfy this area just enough. Okay, this should also be good. I'm probably gonna move these guys around, considering we can't do much with the space anyways. Alright, this should be good too. Okay, I don't want to expand too much because we definitely need the fish. Okay, so fish, we have enough. Let me expand this once more. Okay, and now we're going to need a new cannery. So now I just have to kind of play around with where I'm going to do this. Probably it's a good idea to just put it over here and then we can expand it. Okay, that should be enough. We can do one more. This stuff is kind of inexpensive, quite honestly. Okay. So this is good. This is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Now we just have to modify the trade routes here. And that pump is also looking like it's finished now. Okay, so this is going to be a new trade route. So obviously it doesn't work like Anno 1800. Okay, let's get canned food. Run this guy over here. Firm. So we're going to need a lot more fish.
I've told you before,
Oh.
without my clearance, no one's... Oh, you're not Howard.
We can finish this off now. We do have the iridium to build this, which is perfect. And now we just have to satisfy the energy needs by the looks of it.
This'll take a while.
Ooh,
Grab a
30
chair.
minutes. Yikes. Okay,
What's
so
the
we're gonna
holdup?
pause on that.
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods
So
detected.
I'll definitely do a showcase once we have enough energy to showcase all of this.
New blueprints ready for
Oh.
implementation.
Perfect. Okay, so we just got some new buildings here. We finally got the drone hive, the cobalt mine. I don't know when I got the nano precision factory, and also the tungsten mine too. So this could be new. I'm not 100% where exactly, but anyways. Okay, let's just keep collecting everything that's at our
Consumer
disposal.
analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
And I think I'm gonna go back to the main island. Alright, so I think I'm going to expand and upgrade some of these guys just a little bit.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
I don't want to upgrade too many that are far so that they can stay within the range of the security forces here. And we got a level up of corporation.
Attention. Under provision
Ooh,
of specific
okay.
consumer goods detected.
Yeah, we're big time behind. Alright, so let's start upgrading and maneuvering some of the things we got here. Gotta make sure everyone's fed, everyone has the correct stuff that they need. Okay, so we also... Do I have enough fruit? No. So we're gonna have to upgrade this at least once. And now we have the tidal power problem. So I think I'm gonna go back to add this windmill. Oh, we have one here, so we can definitely extend this. Okay, so that should give us enough boost for the meantime. Now, are these guys all maxed out? By the looks of it, they are. Okay, this should be enough if I upgrade this one more time. Okay, at least we have this guy. And now the rejuvenators is a problem. I can either start an entire new facility, which is what I'm probably gonna have to do. Okay, so we can... Well, there's no point of adding this, considering we're just gonna need more. Where's the operators? Let's get my rejuvenators over here. Okay, let's also move this guy somewhere else. Right here is good enough. Okay, this satisfies the rejuvenators now. Now we just gotta fix these guys
Transfer
too.
route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Okay, we definitely need this space now. So we're definitely in trouble. The amount of space that we're going to need. So do I have any more coastal sites? So I'm glad that I went into that area and expanded. We're lucky we have this one here. Okay, now I gotta go back. I think this is maxed out. Yep. Okay, let's add one more. Ooh. What just happened? Oh, okay. I was about to say, okay, can I shift some things around here? Okay, this is not that expensive, is it? Oh, it's 250. Okay, I don't think that we need this guy over here. We can definitely just move this guy. Okay, that works. For the meantime, I'm going to upgrade this once more. Okay, now... Okay, now we're good. So we're at still 13,280, but we have enough now to buy this map, I believe.
Very well. You have
Oh,
5
we're
minutes.
so close. 909,000. Okay, so probably I am not going to upgrade anymore. And we're just going to
Greetings.
wait on
You
that.
wanted to
Ooh,
talk with me?
2.2 million.
Please, go ahead.
No, sir.
Splendid to see you.
1.3.
What brings
No, thank you. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Is just wait for the 900,000. I'm just going to continue selling.
Look who's here.
Okay, you can get out of
Tell
here.
me you're back and done. You always know.
You can get out of here.
Welcome to Nick's house of incredibly desire. My friend, we have a...
Okay, so we're back at 836,000, which is not insane. So everything seems to be working pretty well. All right, so now I'm questioning whether or not I'm going to do any more expansion. I guess, you know what, we can continue expanding at least the lower level, the lower tier citizens. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Okay, I don't remember if I want to continue extending that. So we're just going to put this guy over here. We do have to connect this road. Let's try to fit this all in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I don't think I want to push too much more into that area. Alright, so hopefully, I'm not sure why it increases in price. I think it's when the company raises the levels. Maybe that's why it does that. I'm not 100% sure, but... that did go up quite a bit, but we're 855,000, so we're not far off. Maybe we'll get some contracts that might help us increase the amount of money that we have. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep on adding more citizens. Okay, this guy needs to be moved over. So the good thing too is we do have some coastal areas here too. So I can always add some stuff here. So 1, 2. Do I have anything else? No, there should be. I'm not sure why, but there should be more. Okay, so that looks like that is maxed out. Let's connect the road here. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Okay, that is beyond perfect, quite honestly. Okay, so I'm going to leave space in here. Let's move some of these homes. Okay, that should be fine. Now let's add a building here, building here, building here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this with the information, considering these guys are a little far from the center with all of that. Right, so we're at 873,000. Let's see, can we get any credits? Nope. What about these guys? Nope.
My prices are so low.
I mean, I can definitely sell.
Yeah, right. Make an offer I can't refuse.
All right, so we're at 880,000. We're just gonna keep expanding. We're at 15,000 almost per minute, which is pretty good. So like I said before, the main plan with the new map is just to have an explosion of population, and it'll give us room to send some of the materials from those islands or from those maps over to our current area once we will need it. So one thing's for sure is we're eventually going to need a map that's going to be able to send us more stuff, because I'm not 100% if this island's going to be able to tolerate huge amounts of population, considering we don't have that much space, but we'll find out. Okay, let me actually do the same. Push this guy here. And this guy too. Okay. Now I have to add a road. These guys are obviously without a road. Alright, so it's like a little neighborhood. Okay, so that is looking good. So now I have to fix the information problem here. So what I can do
Transfer route suffers
is add that
from
there.
inadequate supply of goods.
Alright, so we need more energy. I'm not sure if I'm going to... You know what? We probably should just add the tidal power here. Okay, and I'm not going to spend any more cash right now because we are at almost 900k. So let's see. What is this credits? Perfect.
Timing. My friend, I have a job. A relief.
It should give us enough. We need just about 909,000, I think it was. Let me double check.
What did you want to see me about?
Yeah, so we're really close. So quite honestly, I don't know if it's going to be necessary to do this mission, but, you know, why not? So we'll finish that off and then move to the new zone. So let's get this guy over here. All right, so everything seems to be good here. So we have everything kind of growing in the right direction. We have the infodromes in the correct areas, 1, 2, 3 right now. So this area should be okay with information. I might have to add one more here later on. So I'm not going to touch this area. Probably just going to leave it for the infodrome. And at some point or another, we're going to need the security too. So maybe that'll go on over here. Let me double check if we even have the space. So I can always do something here with the space. Probably add it in one of these directions. Yeah, we can always make something work here, but I might move this down and then afterwards the security. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so let's finish this off quickly and then we'll open up the new map. Hopefully we don't have to go too far. So looks... No, we're going in the wrong direction. Okay, so this guy wants to go over here.
Underway.
Okay, maybe it's over here by the islands. This guy is taking me to an interesting section.
Underway.
Oh, looks like we have another guy coming in. But we don't need the credits for now in the meantime. Ooh, this one looks like it's going to be far. I don't know where this is taking me. Is it going to be after the island over here? Oh, no, we're close. Closer than we think.
On our way.
Maybe it's close by. Is it close? We're close.
Object location found.
Bingo. A little buoy here.
Well,
Perfect.
done. You are doing even better than I had hoped.
Right.
The time has been...
Usoyev Incorporated.
You can handle risks like
I've
that.
had this on the radar for a while.
What she was gonna say, probe chemicals industry. Okay, anyways, we have enough. So let's go on right ahead. So we have two choices. We have between the Madgrill Islands or the Wildwater Bay. So what I think I'm gonna do is obviously go to the
Time is
Wildwater
valuable.
Bay here. All right, so we're acquiring our second map here. All right, let's go ahead and enter this new map. Let's see the story. So,
Wide meadows and
yeah,
towering
this is a
mountains.
lot of land.
And
This is
soon you will add an
exactly what we're
impressive
gonna need.
skyline to the picture.
A lot of space. This is what
will
we're gonna
be
need for all the
most
people
difficult
and
construction project
industry.
you have undergone so far. But judging from your employees' motivation, you've bright prospects.
all right, so I think
Between
Papadakis is
us,
here with
the
us.
union is impressed with how your corporation is growing. Hardly surprising you've settled for such a vast sector.
Well, we do need the space, that's for sure. And a new story. All right, so it looks like this area already has the spaceport part here complete. So we're already on the global. So we have the global spaceport unlocked. All right, so we do have a new story here. So by the looks, it looks like some type of aircraft carrier, which is interesting. So we're going to see the story that this is going to unfold for us. Looks like there's some type of oil tankers too. So this will be neat. We do have a lot of space by the looks of it. This is huge. A lot of coastal sites as well. We have a lot of inland sites. We have some islands here that we can use to retrieve for our water. Let's see, can we find anything else? So like I said, there's a lot of oil tankers just around, a lot of wreckages. So this is going to be kind of cool. There's also some type of thing going on here. I don't know what it is, but a lot of land here. So I'm curious to know if something is going to pop up here or maybe close by. We can kind of get a gesture here. All right, is this Papadakis? It's
Hey, good to see you.
Papadakis. All right, so yeah, so this is going to be very cool. It's going to be a good addition to our current colony. And yeah, so I think I'm also going to end the episode here, guys. So we did come to a very big surprise here in this ending. We finally got the second map that we needed. So in episode 11, we're going to go in forward and unlock the lunar colony. We're definitely going to need that now that we have a new map. We can definitely support it without any issues. So I'll catch you guys in episode 11. So see you then.